Shalom. All praises, honor, and glorification unto our mighty, marvelous, and wonderful power. Kol halaim la alahayin awa Yahweh ba'ashem Yahushai ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, whom rule well, and who are great examples to our younger brethren, and also whom I have learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh ba'ashem Yahushai. This is your brother Allah coming to you with another lesson. And the title of this lesson will be Wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And, we're currently in those times, of the Lord visiting his earth, by way of various elements, by way of plague, by way of judgment, right? Mashapat, by way of, fulfillment of prophecy, so on and so forth. And primarily this topic is directed towards the plague part, So, I pulled this from one of the videos that I believe an elder brother put up. But as you see, it says norovirus surge. CDC data show stomach bug is circulating in the northeast. And, in regards to these plagues, man, it's only going to increase. Right? The scriptures tell you 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 by thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. The thee talking about the elect. Right? But just showing you there's going to be mass casualties, of the judgment that Yahweh ba'ashem Yahushai is bringing and is going to bring. And since I quoted that, we could go ahead and start off with that. I'll put the link to this article in the description too, by the way. But we could start off in Psalms, the 91st chapter. Yeah, and here's the elders channel right here. The Elder Brothers channel. GMS History and Herbs. So, go subscribe and be edified. But, we'll start off at the book of Psalms, the 91st chapter. And I'll start at verse 1. And it reads, He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You see? And that secret place is this truth. And then when you go into that word shadow, it goes into protection, which I'll pull that up. Right, going into that word shadow. So you see it here, shadow, shade as protection. And that's what that word is going into. Right, verse 2, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Verse 8, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Right? Verse 9, I'll keep on reading. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. You see, the scriptures tell you, man, that the Lord hath care for his elect. And that's why, that's why we say if you're of the elect, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Now, of course, we don't know whether we are or not. That's why you have the term hopeful elect, which are those who are full of hope in regards to being of the elect. Right, but verse 11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him, and will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and shew him my salvation. You see? So I'm going to move on to 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter. And I'll start at verse 1. And it reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, which we're seeing the signs now, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Verse 3, Therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath the beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. And we're in that end part, right? We're seeing the effects and signs, and ultimately those effects are referring to the fulfillment of the prophecies. What are the remaining prophecies? The implementation and mandation of the MOTB, right? The return of our Lord Yahushua in World War III. And those are going to play out in chronological order, right? First, the implementation and mandation of the MOTB, right? And then World War III is going to reach its peak. And at that time, then the return of the Lord. You see? So we're here, man. We're in the end. Let me go ahead and move to Matthew, the 24th chapter. And I'll read verse 3, and it reads, I'll read verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua, Salakia, that end of the world is not talking about the end of the actual earth, but it's talking about the end of an age. Right? And within that age spoken of would be the rulership of Esau, Edom, which we're currently in. You see? But that age, right? This current rulership is about to come to naught, right? And you can go read Ecclesiastes 1 and 4, showing you that it's not the end of the actual earth. And then you have 2nd Esdras 6 and 9 telling you what the end of the world is. Who's the end of the world? Right, let's get it. I'll get it briefly. 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. And it reads, For Esau, right, the so-called white man, Edom, is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You see? So continuing on verse 4, And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And that leads me to 2 Esdras 16 and 18. And it reads, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sin and scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Right. Let me get this too. 2 Esdras 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You see? Showing you why the Lord is about to do the things he's about to do. 2 Esdras 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world. Why? Because they have walked in great pride. And as we know, pride goeth before destruction. Right? Just like during the time of Noah, you know? Let's get that. Let me see. Salakia, hold tight. Damn, I can't find it. Lord willing, it comes to me. But I'm gonna get 2 Esdras 15 and 14. And it reads, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread. Salakia, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right? We got verse 27 here. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Going into ultimately those who aren't of the elect. Right. And not that the elect doesn't sin, but there's a difference between those who sin unwillingly, and you have those who sin carelessly, without thought and without standard, you know. But I'm going to go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, you were edified. Once again and forever, all praises, honor, and glorification unto our power. Kol halaim la alahayanawa Yahweh ba'ashim Yahushai ba'ashim Rakakwadash. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing, and on to the next one.